Andrew Tate has taken the world by storm, and there's no denying whether you love or hate him, he knows how to make money. He's got the cars, the watches, the private jet. The man is flat out balling.
How difficult is it to move serious cash?
Well, in this video, I'm going to be trying to make money under the guise of the top G himself within his course, Hustlers University, or as he now calls it, the real world. This is Tate's biggest income stream, so I'm very interested to see how much value is actually in there.
I'm too fly. I'm too fresh.
I was pretty skeptical because from what I hear it's not great, but let's not judge the top G just yet. Tate was actually forced to change the name to the real world recently, so let's dive in and see what it looks like. So before you actually make money from the real world, you're gonna have to spend some first. It costs $49 to get into the platform. And when you do gain access to the real world, it's pretty easy to tell that a lot of the effort has gone into making the website look as good as possible. Sure, it does look a little like Discord, but aside from this, it's easy to find and very slick to operate. However, unfortunately, my praise for the real world stops there.
I ain't borrowing money from no bank.
All Andrew Tate goes on about when he advertises is how the real world is unique and the money methods inside it are like nothing you've seen before. But in reality, that's just not the case. There are 6 money-making methods to choose from, these being e-com, freelancing, copywriting, FBA, stocks, and crypto. And to be honest, these methods are as saturated as they come. The worst part for me though is Andrew or Tristan, his brother, are nowhere near it. Instead, Tate hired different course leaders to deliver the lessons. This is really annoying because most people join the real world for Andrew himself. Instead, you get a bunch of mentors that you've never heard of. Andrew does pop up here and there, but aside from that, you never really see him.
That is a big mistake.
Anyway, criticisms aside, I decided to go down the e-com route. It seemed like the most in-depth course on the platform, so let's see how it goes. So first things first, in the e-com course, you need to find a product. The e-com course within the real world is basically a dropshipping course, so let's dive into it. The first thing that you get taught to do inside the e-com campus is to find a winning product. The course mentor actually gives some insightful information here. He advises to find a product that solves an issue in the market. He also advises to find something with the wow factor because that'll really help when advertising. With my newfound insights, I went straight to TikTok and put in the search bar, TikTok made me buy it to see what products I could find. I made sure to filter my results to only posts in the last week because dropshipping products tend to go out of fashion pretty quickly, and I didn't want to fail by selling a product that was hot a year ago. It took me a couple of hours, but eventually I found a few good options. I went for this foldable chopping board, which I thought was very cool. I chose it because personally it grabbed my attention as someone who loves cooking, and I would use it every single day. I also thought there'd be a big market for a product like this. There are so many cooking enthusiasts and they would love it. I also saw a few other dropshippers that were having really good success with the product, which led me to believe it would do very well. But the search for the winning product was not over. I still had to check my margins. So I hopped on AliExpress, which is basically a wholesale store that allows you to buy products like lamps, unbranded clothing, and furniture for a lower price. When I looked on the platform, I seen the exact chopping board selling for $2. I knew I could sell the products for around $20, so the margins were very healthy. Now the last step was to actually buy the product from Amazon so I could take some pictures with it. This is really important because if you don't do this, you can't create advertising videos. I found the product for about $19 on Amazon. The next step on the course was building your store website. Now building a website isn't the easiest thing, and especially when you're not very creative like me. However, I asked for some advice inside the community and this is what I came up with. I have to say, using the community inside the real world really blew me away. There was a huge amount of support and the campus leader made the entire process of building a website look extremely easy. There's a comprehensive step-by-step guide covering everything from getting a domain name to setting up payment methods. And if you're still stuck after using these methods inside the real world, the community is so helpful. You can send in your website and you'll get a ton of feedback almost immediately. I've built 1 or 2 websites in the past, however, it's not my forte. I did decide to go above and beyond what the campus taught by choosing a premium theme. It's not the best website in the world, but I was happy with the end product. So the store is actually now live and this is what I came up with. So this is the homepage when you click onto the website. Up here in the left hand corner, we can see this logo that I came up with myself, designed this on Canva, and yeah, pretty proud of that one. Could be a designer in another life, but the homepage is pretty basic. So we are going to be focusing on the product page. So this is how the product page looks, and if we scroll down, I kept it super clean and minimalistic. These are some images that I took from competitors. If we scroll through here, it can show the product in action. Really simple, really clean. We've got the price and we have got the copy here, and the customer can go ahead and buy that straight away. So try to keep it super minimal, so it makes the customer journey very easy and straightforward. So with the store complete, it was time to move on to advertising. You can have the best online store in the world, but if you're not good at advertising, you make absolutely 0 sales. This message was really drilled in the e-com course on the real world by the mentor. The first part is paid advertising. This is where you pay to have your social media posts boosts to other users on the platform. You can use things like Google, Facebook, and Instagram ads. I personally prefer this method because my background's marketing and I know with the right advertising you can move fast and get a lot of sales. The second method they teach is organic advertising, where you create user-generated content and post it on platforms like TikTok. This isn't really my forte, which is why I'm going with paid advertising, but it does work well for other people in the community. So I went for the paid advertising due to its higher reliability and decided to create 3 different ad campaigns across Facebook and Instagram. Creating ads obviously is a skill in and of itself, however, I decided to go for 3 campaigns and to test 3 different creatives. I jumped into the copywriting course within the real world and it helped me create captions for the ads. All that was left to do was to launch the campaigns and see how we went. I left the store to run on its own devices and after 4 days I came back to see the results. After day 1, I made $55 in sales. Day 2, I managed to make $74. On day 3, I made $100. However, on day 4, I dropped back down to $45. That being said, sales do not actually equal profit. And when I factored in Wix fees, advertising fees, ad costs, and product costs, I only made around $68 in profit. And to be honest, this is where things really started to go downhill. Over the next week, my ads completely died. I made absolutely 0 sales and had a load of problems with Facebook Business Manager. It seemed like no one really wanted the product and I was struggling to get help inside the real world community. Nevertheless, I was not disheartened and I wanted to give this one more go. So for the next attempt, I really upped my game and picked a much better product in my opinion. I went all out and went for a mini Hoover that I actually thought was really cool. Basically, I found this product trending on TikTok, went over to Amazon and typed in similar keywords. This gave me a whole new suite of products that I think no one else was actually targeting. It did cost me around $50 to buy, but after checking the product, I was really convinced it would do well. With step 1 complete, I needed to build a store, and this time I was taking it up a level again and put much more effort into the store. I also added some apps to increase things like load time that would increase the customer experience. I also made sure to include high quality images and a high quality logo because that was the first thing the customer will see. So here's what my second website looks like, people. As you can see, I put in a lot more effort on this website. I think the previous time around, the website is what let us down. So we can see here at the start, I have the product front and center. So top left, we have some super clean product photos. Again, I did this logo myself on Canva. Really, really proud of that logo. Looks super clean, looks really good. Here we can see some minimalistic and clean photos I got off the competitors. And then we have the product front and center. As we scroll down, I've got some more information about the product, highest specification on the market. I've got, lightweight, great suction, versatile battery, accessories, double filter, and easy returns. So letting the customer know what is included with the product and what the USPs are. If we scroll down even more, there's more stuff on the versatile cleaning and long battery of the product because that's what sets it apart from the competitors. And then I've got a YouTube review of our product, which obviously is really, really good. So customers can see the product in real time. They can see people using the product, what it looks like, and all of that. So again, as we scroll down, more high quality photos of the product. And generally overall, really, really happy with this website. Looks far, far better. And we're hoping that's going to reflect in the results of our store. So let's see how the website does. Finally, before launching the store, I asked the real world community what they thought. Pretty much all of the feedback was positive, which was really, really good. When it came to the marketing, I decided to go down the organic route this time. This is a much more risk-averse model, and I was really interested to see how it would work. The real world taught me if I wanted a post to go viral, I'd have to post it at least 5 times per day. So I took this advice and got to posting. I got into the groove of content creation pretty quickly. It's just sort of a rinse and repeat process. When advertising through organic method, it's really important to include links to your store in every single post. This makes it easier for people to go through to your store and ultimately buy your product. You want to make it as easy as possible for people to spend their money, so include the link clearly at the top of every post in your bio. After 5 days, I looked at my analytics to see how I did. On day 1, I didn't manage to make any sales. However, on days 2 and 3, I was able to make $180, and on day 4, I made $94. On day 5, I actually managed to make $110. And the awesome thing about this was, with organic marketing, your costs are so low. I made all these sales without spending a single penny on advertising. I was actually really surprised that this model worked, and it's something I'd highly recommend trying if you're going down the e-com route. So the outcome, is the real world gonna change your life? Well, I'm not too sure about that. But can you make some decent side hustle money on the platform? Absolutely. I've been building online businesses for several years now, and I do see the value on the platform. For me, it was a fun experience seeing how powerful organic marketing can be. However, granted, it's not for everyone. If you're a young, hungry entrepreneur looking to build a sustainable business, in my opinion, growing a digital marketing agency is the best route. That's what I did, and it allowed me to scale to $17,000 per month in 90 days. I have a full free course on my channel that shows you A to Z on how to scale a 6-figure digital marketing agency in 90 days. The link for that is in my bio. And with that, I'll catch you in the next video.